Hey, hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to Bouji Budgets. Thank you guys so much for being here today. My name is Lambo. I'm a 22-year-old full-time college student. I have 1 year left, thank goodness. I have a full-time job and a part-time job. I have not been to my part-time job in quite a few months because I injured myself. I cash flow school and I live on my own, so I have a lot of things related to financial wellness. So if any of that interests you, of course, consider hitting that subscribe button. Today, I'm going to be doing a cash unstuffing as well as a car update. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. I'm going to start off with the cash unstuffing. It is quite short, but we love when cash unstuffings are short because that means that we didn't spend that much money. So I'm going to head on over to my food envelope. This is my grocery envelope. And so if you guys didn't watch my previous video, the bank gave me, let me go ahead and just show you the receipt. So the bank decided to give me $51 bills instead of one $50 bill. And I was going to put the $50 bill into my grocery envelope, but since I got 51s, I just decided to keep it in my, this is my back to bank envelope. So yes, there's 51s in here for groceries, and then the rest of the money is in here. And so I spent a total of $83. So let me actually go ahead and just add my mini iPad over here. But yes, so I spent $83. So we have $50 in here. And so we'll do 50, 70, 75, and 80. 81, 2, and $83. So that's going to leave me with $40 left in my grocery envelope. And then I will just go ahead and add this to the pile. I just, I saw these 51s and I didn't feel like saying anything, so I just rolled with it, Okay, and then some other things that came out of my account but that I don't cash stuff are my gym membership, which was $29, and then my pet insurance, which was $55. I already budgeted this money. I just leave it in my bank account just because it's easier for me. So that's going to be everything for the cash unstuffing, short and sweet, just how we like it. So now on to my car. So a little bit of a recap. At the beginning of this year, January 2023, I had to junk the car that I had. It was a 2006 Saturn with 212,000 miles on it. I rode that thing until the wheels fell off, literally because I was driving and one of the wheels flew off of my tire and went down the road. Luckily, it didn't hit anybody or anything, thank goodness. But yeah, the undercarriage was all rusted and the motor was falling out of the car, and there's no way you can fix framework. So I had to junk it, and that kind of sucked because I just put fresh tires on it. So that definitely hurt a little bit. But I have been without a car since. It has been very stressful, but luckily after, well, it really was luck. My dad, he owns a few cars, and he decided that he wanted to get a new car, but he didn't want to keep all of his cars. So he did send one over to me. Thank goodness. I really, really, really appreciated it. And so I have been saving over the past year for car insurance and the maintenance and things that I would have to do. And there are quite a few things I need to do to it, but I'm not complaining at all because I am just so incredibly thankful that he decided to send me one of his cars. So I really, truly appreciate it. So let's just get right on into it. I paid quite a few things this past week. So, okay. Organized chaos, right? So I had to pay, I live in Illinois, for those of you who do not know, and I had to get it registered, of course. So there were two separate registration fees. One was $40, that is for the taxes on the car. And then the other fee was the registration, title, license plates, all of that good stuff. And that was $316. And I decided to pay both of those by check. I did bring checks with me. I went to the bank beforehand and I got a slip of 3 checks because I knew previously when I have gone to the DMV and I did not bring a check, I only brought credit cards. They charge a fee to use the credit card. So I did not want to get charged the fee this time around. So I wrote 2 separate checks and I have them highlighted because basically what I did was I have this money. This is my car envelope, right? So I have all of this money in a savings account just because it is a lot of money. It is around $1,400. And so what I did was I transferred, this total was $356 from that account, or from that savings account to my checking account, so that whenever the check goes through, that money is ready and there and just, you know, waiting to be put in the right place. So those are great. I will be unstuffing that here in just a moment. But then it came time to my car insurance, right? So I was debating on if I should do 6 months of car insurance or 12 months of car insurance. And it really just depended on what company had the best rate and how much it would be if I did the 6 months or the 12 months. But then, so at first I was going to do the 6 months with one insurance company because it was quite expensive and I'm young, so, you know, makes sense. But then I was informed that your rate will go up every time it's time to renew it or like reset it up. So car insurance goes in increments of 6 months or 12 months. So if you did 6 months, after the 6 months, your rate would go up. Or if you would do the 12 months, after the 12 months, your rate would go up. So in order to avoid my rate going up after 6 months, I just decided to pay the full 12 months because after shopping around for different insurances, I was able to find an insurance company where I could pay for a full year and it would be within my budget. And B, just that I was able to find a different company that would allow me to do so. So I had $1,000 pretty much saved up for car insurance, and it cost a total of $1,081, right? Sorry if this is boring or this is boring, you guys. But I don't know, I feel like it would be interesting for those who may be in the market for a car. But like I mentioned before, I only had $1,400 in this car envelope, and it needs a good amount of repairs. So I was like, okay, I don't know where the repair money is going to come from. You know, I have these $1,400. Where is it all going to go? So this is what I decided to do, right? So for these first two, the $316 and the $316 and the $40, I decided to pull out of this fund, this $1,400 fund. And then for the car insurance, which was basically $1,100, okay, so I have to like backtrack a little bit. I get paid monthly. I just decide to budget weekly because I feel like it works out better for me. I'm able to tweak things within each week. So that's just what I prefer. And so every month when I get paid, I have been putting $1,000 towards my emergency fund because that has been high on my priority list for this year. And I had just gotten paid when I got my car. So love that. But basically what I decided to do was, instead of putting that $1,000 into my emergency fund. I would take the $1,000, or this time I just rounded up to $1,081 just to cover everything. And I would use that money, instead of going towards my emergency fund, to go towards my car, because I didn't want to deposit the $1,000 into my emergency fund just to have to take it out so that I could pay for my car insurance. It would definitely mess with me a little bit in the head, having to pull out emergency fund money just because we don't want to touch it. That's the last thing we want to do. So yeah, that's pretty much what I decided to do. So for these next 4 weeks, I will not be stuffing my emergency fund, because that money went towards my car insurance and the payment did go through. So that's why I have it checked off. So that is a long-winded explanation to basically say that we are going to pull out around $300 from this envelope. The dollar amounts aren't exact, but they will reflect pretty accurately. So let's go ahead and pull this money. Okay, so let's just grab that money first, right? So we're gonna grab $100, $200, and $300. We're going to set this to the side. And so now in this envelope, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10 and 10, 15. So I have $1,015 left. And in my bank account, I believe it's actually $1,019. So I'm only a couple dollars off. So this is the money I have left to work with to do all of my maintenance. I will still be adding money to this car fund throughout this month. So yes, this is just the beginnings of what we're working with. So definitely glad that I have $1,000 already for car maintenance, because let's just get right on into it with the needs / there is a want over here for my car. So I have 2 things highlighted already. The first 2 are the taillight and the front license plate. These have already been paid for. The taillight, my dad accidentally backed into a pole. It was a whole event. So he backed into a pole and he ran over a curb at the same time on accident right before he gave me the car, which is okay because I am clumsy just like him. So I had to fix the taillight, which I have already done. And skipping ahead over here, the rim of the tire will also need to get fixed, but he's gonna help out with the tire rim since he went over the curb, which I really appreciate. And then I also had to get a front license plate holder, because Illinois requires you to have a front and a back license plate. Not all states do it. I'm pretty sure a majority of the states you only need the back license plate. And where I purchased the car from, they only needed the back license plate. So there was no like front license plate mechanism to attach it to. And you will definitely get pulled over. You will get pulled over very quickly in Illinois if you have a busted taillight or you don't have a front license plate. So that's why those were the 2 top priority things that I needed to do. And then moving on to the rest of the things that I have not done yet. The next big thing I have to fix is the driver's seat. So the driver's seat has mechanics where you press the button and it moves forward and backward like all driver's seats do. It might not have a button. You might have to go under the seat and like pull the handle. But so the driver's seat, that mechanism is broken, and it's broken all the way in like the furthest setting, because my dad is a very stoic, very tall, very sturdy man, you know? So when the driver's seat broke, it didn't really matter to him because it was broken all the way in the back setting, and he's tall, so he needs that leg room anyways. Me, on the other hand, I am a short queen, okay? So because it's stuck in the furthest position from the wheel, my poor little feet cannot reach the gas or the brake pedal, which means that I literally cannot drive my car because I can't reach the gas pedals. So that is next on the list, but I'm pretty sure that is a pretty penny. And I've been getting some quotes, and they're quoting about $1,100 just to fix the driver's seat. And we have $1,000 in here. So you guys see the dilemma. And then other things that it needs, it's not like important right now, but I would like to fix it. The temperature gauge acts funny sometimes, but I did get it checked out by a mechanic and they say it's fine. But for my mental peace, I need to get it fixed because it jumping, you know, up and down stresses me out. And then I would like to get it detailed. It kind of needs a detail, honestly, you guys. No hate on my dad at all, but he uses powdered laundry detergent and it goes everywhere. And you know, the car has been used for a while, so it just has all of the things that require a detail. So yes, I will be getting a detail at some point. And then I have this labeled as a want, obviously. Car decor. I am hopefully planning on having this car and for the next 3, 4, 5 years. So I do want to get some car decor this time around because my last car, I didn't have much hope in it lasting that long, so that I didn't get any decorations. But for this car, I have higher hopes. So yeah, that is the update on my car situation. So it is registered and everything. I'm legally able to drive it, but I physically cannot reach the pedals to drive it. So yeah, that's going to be everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video and would like to see some other videos, you know, doing other things besides cash stuffings and unstuffings and savings challenges and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm here 3 days a week, usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But I am a full-time college student, so sometimes things need to get moved around. And then when I'm not here, I'm usually on Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram. So yeah, if you want to chat it up with me on those platforms, please go ahead and send me a message. I really enjoy reading all of the comments and messages that I get. Thank you oh so very much. If you have reached the end of this video, let's go ahead and put, what are we feeling today? I don't know. Let's do a sun emoji. Put a sun emoji if you're still here so that I know that you're a true OG. Thanks guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.